I'm trying to make sure this fucking phone you. One of the best up and coming streams. It's my boy Rage King from Realm of Rage TV. And yeah, if you usually looking at the screen, you can see it right here. You know what we about to talk about. We're about to talk about last night's Monday Night Raw, which, in my opinion, and my boy here's we believe, and you can see it for yourself. Bobby Lashley has held that show up for the last 2 weeks, in my opinion.
I'd argue longer than that.
Maybe, yeah, probably longer than that. I've been interested in Raw because of Bobby Lashley. And today we're going to talk about why that we believe that Bobby Lashley not only should win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, but he should have a nice lengthy reign with the WWE Championship. Now, you can call it a top 5, top 10 reasons, whatever. But we just going to lay down some big facts on why we believe that Bobby Lashley should be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, why Bobby Lashley's time is now. No pun intended. You know, and yeah, Randy, Rage, you want to start it off, my guy?
Bobby Lashley. But no, let me get serious. No, to be honest with y'all, Bobby Lashley, let's not act like Bobby Lashley is just some up-and-comer, is just, some new guy around the block. Bobby Lashley's been around for a long time. Okay, you younger fans out there that don't know, Bobby Lashley has once main evented a WrestleMania. You understand what I'm saying? Since Bobby Lashley has been back, Bobby Lashley has beaten the likes of guys like Roman Reigns clean, Braun Strowman clean. You've seen what he's done to guys like Matt Riddle. You've seen what and let's not ignore the fact that he's been the one guy that's been begging for Brock Lesnar for the longest time, and for some reason they have been avoiding and dodging that match for God knows what reason, when that could sell out WrestleMania 3, 4, 5 times over if you do it right. I don't.
And it's been talk. There's been talk that Brock was supposed to come back because they wanted to feud Brock with Roman because of Paul. Let's not go down that route again. We didn't see Paul Heyman guys duke it out before CM Punk, Brock Lesnar. You know what I'm saying?
CM Punk Ryback. We've seen
that shit's done. You know what I mean? Now, with everything that Rage mentioned, I have to say that I'm gonna go ahead and point out the obvious. Look at the man. Look at the man at 44 years old. Look at this man.
No homo.
You know what I'm saying? It speaks for itself. With him with that belt on his waist, him with that holding that belt right there. Does he just not exude championship material?
Bro, that belt looks like it belongs with Bobby Lashley. You know what I'm saying? It looks like a natural fit. He looks like he was meant to hold that championship.
If he wasn't meant to hold it when he first came back at him and his sisters, oh my God.
Yeah, and I was just going to allude to that earlier too. And let's also not act like that this moment right here, which should happen at WrestleMania, shouldn't have happened 10, 12 years ago when he was in the company when he made his first run. This should have already happened.
They let him run.
Kingston, it should have already happened already. It should have happened already. And the fact it took so long is a shame.
And they act like they didn't let him lead a show back in the day. Because when you first acquired ECW, that's who your ECW champion was. Bobby Lashley.
That was your star. That was the star.
And he carried that show then.
Yes, he did. With no mic skills, no spokesperson, nothing. Just on pure, raw ability.
Just pure ability in the ring. Even though it wasn't the best, it was still him carrying that show. People tuned in to see the ECW champion, Bobby Lashley.
Yes, sir.
Wreck whoever the hell he was finna be in the ring with that night.
Yes, sir. He was. So I hate to make this analogy, but he was Black Brock Lesnar. Let's just call it what it is.
He is. That's exactly what it is. That's why people want to see it. But you understand that you don't understand what you're asking for now. because where people would believe Brock Lesnar probably is still in shape. If anything, Brock Lesnar need to get on them roids to get on Bobby's natural level now. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just be honest. Let's just
be realistic about the situation. That's natural right there, nigga.
Yeah.
That's black excellence right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what you got over there with Brock Lesnar, and no offense to the man, because I always put that disclaimer at the beginning of these videos so nobody don't get butthurt when they come and watch. You look at Brock Lesnar here as of late. The man, like one more hunting trip with Stone Cold from a keg and from a keg belly. I'm telling you, bro, that you can see he's still the beast. Yeah, he's still in shape. Yeah, he can easily get in shape.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody can do it with enough hard work and dedication, and for him, that paycheck is more than enough dedication.
Oh yeah.
For Brock to say, nigga, yeah, I do it.
Oh yeah.
But the question is, are you really going to be able to do it? But I digress.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Lashley is in line for a WWE title match against Miz, who looked like he went to shit himself like 3 times like that last night. You know, he shit himself when Bobby came out there and interrupted his little victory speech. He shit himself when Bobby and Braun Strowman was out there trying to chew his ass out. And then he found out he was going to have to fight maybe both of those niggas next week for the title. And at that moment, is when he was like, the Miz probably just got a meme made after him to replace old girl's meme, the one that she be thinking and he be showing all the numbers and shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what you just got with Miz's face last night. Because when they said next week, if Braun Strowman win, you're going to have to fight both of them. Miz was like, that zoom on his face. He was gone, bro. He was trying to fathom Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley, and he been watching Bobby for the last few months. So, you know what I'm saying? You already know what Braun Strowman capable of. Mm-hmm. But now, I like how they take that dynamic of Braun and Bobby was on equal level just a couple months ago. And Bobby is so well into this push that he just literally squashed Braun Strowman last night.
Yeah.
In that match.
Yeah. That was,
you know what I'm saying? Like it
was squash right there.
I don't care what you call it. The match went off about 3 minutes. Squash matches usually end fast enough. My nigga, look, they too big to be putting on that kind of a show this amount of time.
Thank you. They should be going at it for at least 10 minutes. You know, back and forth, 2 big old bulls just going, locking horns. That was a mauling. Stop it.
You know, so yeah, you know the bad that we can't the arena, the Thunderdome can't afford another Brock Lesnar, another Bobby Lashley, Braun Strowman match. That happened when the arena was full. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had that with people.
They had parameters and shit. Ain't be no parameters for these niggas in the Thunderdome. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody there.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah. So Bobby squashed Braun last night, then turned around and laid a message down on Miz, like, bro, Miz, if I've ever, now we need to go ahead and take Asuka and push her down the list as top paperweight champion. And put Miz right there, because this clearly
Sasha Banks, we ain't forgot about you. We putting you.
We ain't forgot about you. Yeah, you holding the number 3 spot, but we can go ahead and you didn't push down from 2 to 3. Put Asuka at 2 and put Miz at number 1 for top transitional champion. Because this shit happened quick.
Yes, sir.
People sitting here thinking like, man, and we still might catch a swerve next week. You know what I'm saying? We might catch a swerve next week. Miz might actually roll out of the Raw with the title. But he ain't going to roll out of Fastlane with that son of a bitch.
Oh, no. For damn sure not WrestleMania. For damn sure not WrestleMania. I don't see him going into WrestleMania as champion. If he does, by some slim chance, you damn sure better not walk past WrestleMania with that championship. I'm telling you.
It ain't going to sit well for nobody because, dude, nobody, 1, saw it coming, 2, wanted. Nobody, for real, ain't nobody too saw it coming. Usually shit you don't see coming. It's like, you know, but nah, not right now. Not amongst people like Bobby Lashley. And you know what I'm saying? Why he white hot on top of that?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he it could be a obstacle or two before he get this belt around his waist. But nonetheless, I believe that before WrestleMania is over with, he will have that championship, whether he retains it at WrestleMania or not. And I think that he will retain it. I'm gonna go ahead and place my money on that he's gonna retain it, because that leads into my next reason why I believe that Bobby need to be WWE champion. You have no other fucking heels on the show. There's nobody else there. What, Sheamus?
Randy Orton, who we've already seen,
who already in a fucking spiritual feud with the Fiend and Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, we gonna throw Randy Orton like no. Go with Bobby Lashley in the Hurt Business. Run with that shit. Roll that shit all the way down. Just see what's gonna happen. God damn, what? Just see what's gonna happen. Let it roll and just look. Because look, worst case scenario, you can always take the championship off of him and give it right back to your worst case scenario. Who's to say that you can't have a top heel in Bobby Lashley and a top heel stable, which we haven't had in a very long time? Because God knows y'all done botched Retribution time after time.
We can talk about that too. But
you know
but Bobby Lashley though, Bobby Lashley, the Hurt Business. Right now, you got it. Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin, MVP. Bobby. They already got the tag team championships, and clearly after last night, they're not. I mean, there is, like as I said before, there are no tag teams. There are no tag teams in the division. Just like the fourth time they did smash Lucha House Party. You know what I'm saying? Like right now is the time to solidify that the Hurt Business is the legitimate stable of Raw.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And it would only make more sense that when you come back, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I think that Vince McMahon is having whoever the creative team, they having a hard time finding a place for Keith Lee. Mm-hmm. Now is no better time than to, and it ain't because he's black. It's because he's lost.
Yes.
And it's because he with MVP does not really need to be in the ring anymore.
No, he doesn't.
Keith Lee into that equation and set focus to him onto the United States Championship picture where you truly really want him at.
Yes, for right now.
You know what I'm saying?
So clear the lane for Bobby Lashley, and then you clear the lane for Keith Lee to slide him in there. You give him something to do. And he got
great chemistry with the champ already because they've worked together.
Yes, sir. And
they've had many of their best matches amongst the. Go ahead.
That gives him some more muscle too. You know what I'm saying? So when I can't call on Bobby, look, I got a hitman for Bobby.
But you can truly see. You can really truly see I think what they're having a problem with is they really having a problem seeing the potential of Keith Lee. Keith Lee probably don't work well with none of the people y'all trying to make him work with.
Yeah.
Give him Matt Riddle and you'll see how much better he can be. Mm-hmm. Give him Matt Riddle with an attitude.
Yeah.
A Hurt Business attitude.
Yeah.
And you're going to see what it can be. Now, we're not saying that the Hurt Business, with Bobby Lashley already went on record saying that the Hurt Business is not the Nation of Domination 2.0.
And they should not even be brought up as that. They shouldn't. They ain't talking about what we blame. Power to the. It ain't none of that shit. It's just, look here. We coming up in here, we whipping ass, we taking names, and we gonna take some championships, and we gonna get paid to do so. Bitch, stop us.
The man already looking like $1 million when he come out there in his Pepto Bismol colored suit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, nigga, the man come out there, he looked like he need to be holding WWE top gold.
Yes.
Not the United States Championship is a beautiful title.
Oh yeah.
But man, that WWE Championship look good no matter what. I don't care if it ain't changed in 2, 3 years, 5 years, whatever. That bitch still gonna look good around that with them black and gold trunks, with the muscle and the attitude and the dominance to back it up. Yes, Bobby Lashley made me want to play the game.
Yes, sir. It's his y'all game suck, WWE. Right, it just feels like it's his time right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Like it's time for Bobby Lashley to solidify Hey, bitch, I didn't been
Like,
in this business for a long time too. Damn it, it's time for me to run. It's time for me to run dominant with this championship real quick. It just feels like it's his time, bro. It just really does. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
now,
WWE need to run with this, man.
now, if they don't, if they need even more proof, regardless of what anybody think, they not the Impact Wrestling is not on the screen because I don't like Impact Wrestling. So let's talk about Bobby's time in Impact and what that means. Well, his time in Impact is what you're about to see now on a more grander stage.
Yes, sir.
Bobby was a heel of his majority of his career. For the better half of the end of his career, his time in Impact, he was a heel. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until Brian Cage came along as a face and needed to be put, they was bringing up Brian Cage to replace Bobby Lashley. It was clean. It was clear. Meathead for meathead, nigga. All right, Bobby, your time coming to an end here in Impact. We're going to need you to put over Brian Cage. They probably met and back talked, what you using to work out. Oh, man, I do this, man. Oh, that's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit in common, probably. You know what I mean? Bobby Lashley a cool-ass dude when he ain't. He literally working the gimmick. You don't see shit about Bobby outside of outside of the WWE.
Not a lick of fucking trouble I have heard this man get into.
So, shit, if he wasn't the poster boy, like I said, it was just John Cena. It was John Cena, nigga.
And also, for y'all young heads out there, Bobby Lashley has gone toe-to-toe with John Cena on a grand stage in world championship matches, too. Don't let it fool you. Don't let John Cena's time at the top fool you, bro. It was a lot of people that got moved out the way for him to get where he at. And I find it ironic, soon as he get his ass out the way, you slowly start seeing those guys that were pushed out of the way originally 10, 12 years ago, finally starting to make their way back to the WWE, or finally getting their way to the WWE and getting them world championship opportunities, or at least getting a chance on the main roster of one way or another. Don't think that's a coincidence.
No, it just sucks that the WWE would have to have nobody there for them to come to these kind of realizations or whatever. But whatever. So yeah, Bobby, he didn't came a long way in his skill as well. Like I say, it ain't no real question. I'm sure he knows this, but I've always said the only thing that hold Bobby Lashley down was if they basically had Keith Lee's feet. Bobby got some sloppy feet. Mm-hmm. If Bobby could move around that ring a little better than he is now, then Bobby will be the right now. Bobby's sitting at like 98%. Them feet problems is what fucks him up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, why can't I get to that night at 100? Because, bro, your feet, you got it. Like I said, bro, Bobby Lashley be out of position just by a hair. Like it'll be just by a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right that you was out of position and they made the move look ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like last night when he speared Braun Strowman, that was an ugly spear. Because of the direction he chose to come from. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I thought he was going to hit him with that first one. You know what I'm saying? When he ran past from behind him and bounced off the rope, I thought he was going to catch him with that one. But he had to double up on it, and it made it look ugly. Because he came from behind Strowman, and Strowman had to turn around, and he caught him in the side. Yeah. Nonetheless, you know what I'm saying?
That can be fixed. That can be worked on.
The foot problems can be worked on. It will be. It has been. He's gotten better. Man, the boy couldn't even stand. Dude looked like Bambi when he back in the day when he was out there trying to get him.
Yeah, when he first started, like when he was fighting Simon Dean and motherfuckers like that. Yeah.
Dude was bad. Hey, when he was fighting Booker T and all them back in the day, you could still see even Book. That's why Book didn't want to work with him because he was too dangerous. Because he didn't have good feet, he didn't have good footwork. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So Bobby didn't have much improvement, especially in his character. And I think the time that he spent in other circuits like Impact and ROH, I think he was in ROH for a little bit. What?
I think so. Don't quote me on that.
Oh, don't quote me on that either. Maybe that's just with the time he spent in other companies has helped him with his character and has helped him with his technique. We clearly seen that kind of shit with Drew McIntyre. He had to leave, come right on fucking back 10 years later with his, with a whole new gimmick. And guess what? He didn't step back in here with a gimmick that was cool as fuck. got the title around his waist, and they turned his name to John Cena. He out here smiling and shit. Yeah, world champion. One, two. Get your ass out. Stop. What happened?
Ain't he stomping his feet like Shawn Michaels in the corner now when it comes to that Claymore and shit? Like, come on, bro.
What happened to the spike jacket wearing motherfucker who come out there with the music just throwing thunder in my fucking
yeah, right.
Your shit sound toned down now.
Right. It ain't as much.
You know what I'm saying? You want to come out there with a fucking Braveheart-esque sword and jab it into the ground, bro? You killing your character, dude.
Yeah.
You didn't have to be a good guy to be a champion, dude.
Oh hell, even if you are like a good guy, you don't need to go out there smiling, and you don't have to smile as much. You know what I'm saying? You can be a face and not be a old. You don't have to be white meat to be a baby face. And I think that's what WWE's problem is. They think that just because you get cheered, you got to be old smiley. No, let me do what the hell let me do what got people cheering for me in the first place. You know what I'm saying? If they cheering for me because I'm out here badass and I'm out here just kicking people in the face, taking names, and I'm winning clean. Let me do that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to come out there. Every now and then, cool, because something cool happened or, something silly happened, you know what I'm saying? And I, flash my teeth, whatever. But I don't have to, every waking second, I'm not getting my ass kicked. You ain't got to do all that. Come on now. You know what I mean? That's not Drew McIntyre. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him be that badass in the announcement. Let him kick motherfuckers in the face, spiky jacket, like you saying, and let him do that. You know what I'm saying? Let him just beat up all the motherfuckers we don't like. That can be that'll sell just fine, bro. That'll sell just fine.
So we go in the fast lane. We make it past fast lane, and we actually start the road to WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. Bobby Lashley, world champion, smash Miz. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gotta happen, bro. Come on now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like people, and that's why I say anything can change because WWE know that everybody expected it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They say the best heel heat is the heat that you just forced to watch. And you're like, oh my God, I hate this nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that. I don't want them to feel that they need to do that with Miz right now, dude. No. If anybody that I want to hate, and that's gonna be hard, is I want to hate Bobby Lashley for being world champion.
He's so dominant, you can't find nobody that can stop him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give him a
you know
block,
what I'm saying? Like,
run. Give him
that's
a block,
why
block,
I believe
run,
that he needs to have a lengthy title run.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Drew may have been your golden boy, but has he not realized his dream? The nigga been champion for almost 2 years now. I mean, he done been champion for at least over a year, damn near a year and a half. I mean, he won it back at 2019's Royal Rumble. I mean, he won it back at the beginning of the Corona, right?
He won it at WrestleMania last year, right after Rona hit.
So he basically been on his Royal Rumble start for his wrestle. He started at the Royal Rumble, got built up, went into WrestleMania, won. He been champion for almost a year, some ups and downs with Randy Orton and Sheamus, and now by the Miz, and but you gotta look at that list ain't big for a whole year. Majority of that shit took place with Randy Orton.
But he did take out some top names too. Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, he took out some top names along the way on Raw.
Goldberg.
You know what I'm saying? Like definitely he had like that's why I notice now that they make them defend the title a little bit more against people that you would say, oh yeah, I want to see him fight Keith Lee for the championship. They did it on Raw. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him fight. So is that like I can see that same shit happening, but I'd like to see Bobby don't need to fight on Raw. He playing that kind of role, nigga. Right now, I feel like Bobby Lashley is D-Mob from Def Jam 2, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need to fight him right now. You don't want Bobby Lashley. You don't want the champion to come down there and get you. You know what I mean? Because Bobby, he come out and he going straight wreck. He take a sledgehammer to stone, nigga. Crumb. That's that. He Shao Kahn in heads.
He on Luke Cage built motherfucker. You know what
I mean? Like you can't. Well, that's what Bobby's title reign needs to be about. Pure dominance. You know what I'm saying? It's what he's always been. You know what I'm saying? He's always been a dominant figure. Now it's the most dominant he has ever been in his entire career. Because now you get to be this dominant, like I said, on a grander stage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shit, Bobby is such good shape, nigga. I wouldn't be surprised if that nigga just ran for this shit for another year and then like, man, I write my contract up, going to AEW. You know what I'm saying? This is like fucking nigga already 60 years old, still look like this.
Yeah, right. Ain't aged at all. Don't look like he aged at all. Still take
You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, what the hell? You know what I mean? But Bobby needs to be celebrated, not because it's with me in Black History Month, but the man has worked his ass off, dude.
Yeah, it ain't about race no more. We done got past that with Kofi Kingston winning. It's all about putting the right man in the right position despite the damn race. It's all about who's white hot right now, who the fans want to see, and what's going to make the most sense to get the motherfucker making the most money and making the most sense right now as our champion to push going forward. It's all about building a platform to get a motherfucker to stand on so we can find the next guy we want to put up there. Right now, you got Bobby Lashley. Run with that shit.
And see, right now, I take the Hurt Business and put them on Bobby Lashley's back. And I wouldn't even say right away, you need to go ahead and worry about it, Keith Lee, nigga. I just worry. At some point, eventually, nigga, Keith Lee gonna want a shot at the title. But that can be a storyline for another day. Something else that we done seen before. Okay, they did it with Undisputed Era over there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. They beat down Roger Strong until he joined the group. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do that with Keith Lee. You ain't got to, you got to do it. We ain't got to do it with it at all. It's shit. You know what I'm saying? Let him be that challenger against Bobby rather than for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Because how long? What we gonna do with Riddle? Like I say, they gave Riddle that championship because Riddle can have better matches with the men in that division than Bobby would. You know, Bobby need bigger game. Yeah. You know what I mean? He need a challenge, and Riddle and Morrison in that match at Elimination Chamber were no fucking challenge, nigga. Like, boy, I swear to God, I felt like he was just going out there and was just tossing them boys from one side of the ring to the next. You know, you just work out, you carry a big ass load to one area and then pick that bitch up and carry it to somewhere else. I feel like that's what he was doing with them dudes. You know, and I knew that Morrison was in there to take that pin. I'm like, man, but yeah, it's just Bobby Lashley. And just think of the competition. You know what I'm saying? You got Braun Strowman that he can beef with for the championship. Of course, you're gonna beef with Drew McIntyre. You know what I'm saying? Of course, who else can we touch? You're going to definitely want AJ Styles to come at you. You know what I'm saying? Hell, they keep trying. Last night, they tried to promote Omos like he was going to be doing something. Can you imagine if Omos joined the Hurt Business, nigga? Turned on AJ Styles, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. Like, the possibilities are endless. And then you need to look at those possibilities because I'm sure Bobby's willing to do it. And you fuck around, Bobby win that championship at Fastlane and Monday night, walk right to the fucking ring, say, Lesnar, want you, WrestleMania, nigga, whoa. You heard no word. Yeah, right. I ain't heard no word on this yet. Brock, you getting back? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that'd be amazing. Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley for the next 3 months in a feud. Beast versus Beast, whatever you want to call it, nigga. The
Beast versus the Almighty, nigga. The immovable.
Bro, come on, man. The Almighty versus the Beast, Brock Lesnar for at WrestleMania. Turn around and these motherfuckers wore it again at SummerSlam. You know what I'm saying? Like, turn around, like that's a feud that ain't nobody that can bring apart a feud at Survivor Series between fucking Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns like, man, Paul, I think you're trying to disrespect me and help your boy out. You know what I'm saying? You go over there, he speared Brock Lesnar and fucking Bobby Lashley. Here we go, Survivor Series, nigga. For the first ever triple threat title match, nigga, undisputed. Right. Let's unify these shits. Right. You know what I'm saying? Change the business.
In this time and age, WWE, y'all only need one championship. Y'all only need one world championship. Y'all can keep 2 mid-card championships. I'm cool with that. I mean, and y'all need to go ahead and unify them tag team championships too and stop
Yeah.
bullshitting. But y'all need one world championship, 2 mid card titles, one for each show, and 1 tag team championships, and make the motherfucking one and make the world championship and the tag team championships go to both shows and stop bullshitting. That's what I think y'all need, at least with the roster y'all got right now and what y'all can do amid this pandemic and all that other shit. Go ahead and do that and stop bullshitting. There's no need for y'all to have 2 world champions no more.
You have too many superstars. You got 2 or 3 fucking heels sitting on SmackDown.
For what?
Versus the one dominant heel of Bobby Lashley, Braun Strowman, as another heel, The Miz. You know what I'm saying? Like AJ Styles playing a heel, of course, but he ain't even in the title picture as of this moment. You know what I'm saying? And come on, AJ Styles, phenomenal he may be. I mean, hell, they Samoa Joe even want to get back in the ring and rekindle his old rivalry with Bobby. You know, that's chemistry. You know what I'm saying? I can see fucking Bobby Lashley flanking somebody over the table at Joe, and Joe like, man, hold the fuck up, nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You remember me. You know you remember me, Bobby. What? You know, shit.
Y'all must have forgot.
a heated rivalry from back in the day. You know WWE got that footage from TNA. So,
oh yeah, come on now.
So yeah, I mean, Bobby Lashley is your man to run with for 2021. So put that boy out there like he running for president, nigga. You damn right. He running for president of the Raw roster, and I nominate that boy to go ahead and take that belt and make it hard. If you want to make Drew really ain't had no tough competition. It just seems like this is tough competition.
Oh yeah.
You need to overcome Bobby Lashley, Drew.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? You look small. Like I say, you look small compared to Bobby Lashley, dude. They know it. You know it. You didn't even show up last night. It was a heel. Bobby Lashley just proved last night as well, and I say this before we can go ahead and start wrapping it up. Bobby Lashley proved that he is the top heel on Raw because he beat all the other heels on Raw.
Clean.
So what more do we need to talk about on why we believe that Bobby Lashley needs to be WWE Champion and not just no pass around champion to get a belt back to Drew? No, he needs to be a dominant force. We need to get this belt off this nigga. I want a 6-man match, and we got to get him out first. We got to get, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit that we need to be building for a man like this, dude. He deserves it.
Oh yeah, it's his time.
You know,
it's his time.
You want to say some closing remarks? That's my closing remarks. But you want
to WWE. The ball is in your court. We have watched you squander many a talents many a times. Don't you dare screw Bobby Lashley, okay? If Kofi Kingston can do it, if you can run with it with Kofi Kingston, you for damn sure can run with it with Bobby Lashley. Quick prediction on Fastlane. I predict that Drew McIntyre will come in there and Claymore kick he will Claymore kick everybody in the ring. I don't know if it's gonna be before the match to call, to keep the belt on the Miz until WrestleMania, or it's gonna be after the match. But Drew McIntyre gonna show up at Fastlane, and I predict Bobby Lashley will be WWE World Heavyweight Champion by WrestleMania or at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think so, and I think that just to touch on a few other things, I believe that Asuka might be dropping that title a little sooner than you think, considering that she ain't got no fronts.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dropping that title like them teeth dropped out of her mouth last night.
That I'm talking about, bro. She was missing like the whole, like a lot of teeth, nigga. That's why she was so pissed last night. She couldn't show her face. I got my motherfucking teeth kicked out, bitch.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, and then. We got Rhea Ripley talking about making her debut. That might be happening a little sooner than you think, because the only other person that's going to be next in line for that championship is Charlotte. And here we go. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Women's Championship, Raw Women's Championship this time.
Yeah, right.
Got history. We already got the history. We already know Rhea won it. You know what I'm saying? And just make, there you go. The Hurt Business, man, the Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin, man, New Day Retribution. New Day picked up a win on Retribution last night that they shouldn't have.
No.
And I feel that what's going on with Retribution right now, bro, is like beyond me. Like, I'm sorry. They need to go ahead and do. I thought for a second when Mustafa Ali was fucking chewing their ass out in the middle of the ring that they was just gonna beat this nigga up right where he stood. Mm-hmm. But that wasn't the case. They let him talk. They let him talk shit. He berated all of them, and then it faded to black, and I was just left like, wow, like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, that makes no sense. I think that they need to go ahead and lose their mind for a second. After Bobby Lashley wins the title, they just need to go ahead and lose their fucking mind and just like ambush the Hurt Business or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, and just say, fuck this shit, dude. Like, just go after the Hurt Business and stable on stable. I don't know what it's going to do for you. Because if they just throwing y'all to the New Day and letting these two men beat up the three powerhouses you got, or two, whatever, you beating up four men and it's just the two of you. You know what I'm saying? I feel that the New Day's momentum has come to a screeching halt. The New Day's momentum has come to a screeching halt. They don't need to be winning no matches against upcoming talent. They ain't even in. I don't know if they in run for the titles. You know what I'm saying? They lost the titles to the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business been going at it with Lucha House Party. Come on, Lucha House Party.
They still a stable?
Yes, that's the only person. That's the only people they've been fighting over the last couple of weeks. Yeah, they lost a couple matches here and there. They may have lost maybe one match to the Lucha House Party, but dude, most of the time they've been standing tall over. There are no tag teams, dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with fucking the women's tag team division. Charlotte Flair and fucking Asuka should not have been in that match. Asuka probably would still have fucking teeth in her mouth. If they had not been in that match, they shouldn't have been in a tag team match with the tag team champions. Why? Why wasn't Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose and Naomi and Lana in that match against them? Instead, they ended up having a match that was all for nothing. Come on, man. Like, I don't know, man. I really would. That's why I said that this was a clean cut. We knew what we was talking about. Bobby Lashley is the reason that Raw is good. And everybody wants this.
Yeah.
And that's all I really got to say about that. You know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you enjoyed the show. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And if so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications, and smack that like button too. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
And yeah, we will be. I guess tomorrow. NXT is Wednesday, which is tomorrow. So I guess we will be touching up on some AEW later this week, as well as some more SmackDown. And I watch Impact here and there. They have some good things going. They just don't draw me in a lot.
Yeah. But
I watch them. Mm-hmm. But we're seeing as they mixed up with AEW now. Things should be getting a little better, but it's taking its time. So we gonna try to bring y'all this kind of thing every week. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to let y'all know that we some fans, and y'all can come and talk with us as well. Mm-hmm. So again, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications. Randy, you want to close out?
That's all I really got to say about that, man. That's all I really got to say about that.
Bobby Lashley for WWE World Champ 2021, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Hashtag Bobby Lashley for WWE Champ 2021. Let him have it.
Yeah.
Like Booker T, tell him on the mattress commercials. Oh, let him have Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Yeah, we out. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Hashtag that enough says. See y'all next time.
Right.